Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are absolutely welcome. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so when I post new videos you don't miss out. So today I'm going to be talking about rich men. Like, you know how a lot of women will say, hey, nah, I don't want a broke man, nah, I want a man who has money, I want a rich man. Have you ever sat down with yourself and actually asked yourself what you are going to do once you bag this man? Or whether you do indeed want to be with such a man. Let's talk about it. So these are men who have money, and their money, of course, has enabled them to be exposed to different experiences, whether it's traveling, cars, properties, any experience you can think of. These men have been able to do, the food, the clothing, whatever you can think of, right? And because they have worked extremely hard to acquire what they have, most of them tend to be extremely guarded when it comes to their material possessions, right? And in the dating space, they never really know whether a woman likes them for themselves or whether women like them for what they have. So they tend to be extremely guarded because they don't know, and they obviously don't want to be used, and they then tend to keep their guard up, right? And for women who are looking for such men, they will end up going to the hub of where these, men hang out, whether it's a restaurant or clubs, I don't know, wherever these men hang out, these women will go there, dress up, look a certain way, and pretend as if they can afford this lifestyle to obviously lure these men in order for these men to think they have certain things in common, right? And in such setups, because these men are used to women throwing themselves at them, they already know red flags to look out for when women are fishing for rich men. And in a lot of cases, they will either go the opposite direction when they see a woman is fishing, or they'll actually hook up with her and never see her again, because obviously they know. And because men are hunters, they tend to enjoy the thrill of looking and hunting for women because it's in their nature to, be the hunters, right? So if you are in a situation where you are looking for a long-term relationship with such men, it is extremely important for you to remain authentic, because a lot of women think they have an idea of what these men are looking for, and only men know. Let's be honest, only men know what they are looking for. And if you are going to end up looking like Lucy, like Mary, like, all these women who think they know what it takes to bag rich men, you are going to end up looking like the rest and actually behaving like the rest. So it's important for you to remain authentic. It is important for you to be yourself. And it is extremely important for you to work on yourself, work on your goals, work on your dreams, so that you don't end up looking for someone to rescue you, right? So rescue you and actually save you, right? So authenticity is extremely important. And another thing to note is that most men who have money are not keen on getting committed because they love their freedom, they love the life they are living, and they don't have to be accountable for anyone except for their children, of course. But when it comes to dating, they do not enjoy being limited into that space where they will be confined and they have to now report their whereabouts. They have to tell their partner now where they are going, because they are used to the freedom that comes with the life they have, right? And also another thing to note is that when it comes to men who have money that are always surrounded by a team of people who they tell what to do, it may also not be easy for you to tell this man what to do, because he is usually the ones who gives orders, and most of them are surrounded by yes men people who take orders and don't question them. They do as they say. So it may also be very difficult for you to tell this man what to do. Okay, now we get deeper into this finding a rich man, right? Some of you ladies, in your lineage, in your bloodline, it may not be permissible for you to date such a man, because some of these men actually engage in dodgy deals, which may affect you negatively. Some of them worship idols, some of them worship dark entities, and they perform witchcraft. Some of them better the spells that are going to end up endangering your life, so because you've met him at his peak, you don't know his source of income, you just found things the way they were, you may find yourself dating someone who's actually performing dark magic, black magic, you're not destined to be with such a person, right? And some of them, because they do these rituals and these things that are dark, and you find when you're pregnant you keep having miscarriages, you lose, when you are pregnant, because some of the idols sa bona di batla madi, so you end up losing children because dintho tse ba di sebedisang di batla madi. And then of course some of them come from humble beginnings. They have really acquired their wealth in a genuine, authentic way. So depending on the man that you are dating, or this man that is asking you out, you may actually be with a person who is of the light, or a person who is of the dark world. So it's very, very important to look at those elements, because sometimes when you just walk into a situation where a person has a mansion, if they've got cars, they've got this, but they're not married, or they just can't get married, some of their things, and you find yourself in a situation where you think you are going to change him, and you won't be able to change him, because they just want these men to sleep with different women but not commit, because now they are worshipping that entity. So you also have to think about things that way. What does it mean to be with such a man? And some of them struggle to also commit because they are busy chasing paper, busy chasing money, and have no time to settle down. They don't actually even have time for you, because they need to maintain what they have. So you could in a way call it slavery of some sort, because now instead of enjoying this wealth, enjoying this money, they tend to want more, or stress about maintaining this wealth and the material possession, right? And of course the good thing also, because we don't also want to focus on the bad, when it comes to such men, it also has to do with timing. You could actually be a good person, smart, be able to gel with this person, but timing does not favor the both of you. So he may not treat you well, but how they're able to treat that person well, right? Or how he's a player, has no time for you, but how he actually settles down, and how now he's got kids and he's living happily ever after. So sometimes it's also all about timing. But the most important thing that we have to note, it's not everyone, it's not all of us who are going to eventually end up dating rich men, because some of these men are not aligned to our destinies. Some of them are not aligned to our purpose in life. So when you start looking for a partner, you have to go deeper into things that make you happy, things that make you feel whole. What kind of traits are you looking for in a partner? And this money, you could actually even find yourself dating a man who has money but does not have empathy, because most of these rich men don't actually even have empathy. So what happens in that case where you are dating Mutu who can't say sorry, for example, or who doesn't know how to say sorry, or who doesn't know how to take care of you emotionally, because all they know is their money and making you feel better with their money, taking care of you with their money, but emotionally they are not available. So it's a lot of things to consider. So before you actually set your mind on finding such a man, think about your personal life, your values, your principles, and be authentic and genuine about the things that you are looking for in a partner, because you may find that rich man, but you may end up extremely lonely in a mansion. So it's something to think about.